Hi everyone. So today I'm going to talk about life is an experiment and live your life with curiosity. This has been a theme that's been coming up recently, and I have embraced this idea that we are all scientists in a way. We think kind of with a scientific mind if we really want to live life to the fullest. Scientists are people who have curiosity, who have a sense of humility because there's a lot of failure and experimentation, a sense of a real calling to find answers, but also knowing that you may not get to those answers, or there's a continuation of going down a rabbit hole, which I often like to do. And I have found that through, especially taking this leap of faith in this leap year, that it's embracing the experimentation. So what I mean by that is we all approach life with some kind of question. What's the meaning of life? What do I want to be when I grow up? Who do I want to surround myself with? Friends, family, lovers. These questions that we ponder about how do we want to exist in this world? What is our purpose here? And that's usually how an experiment starts. It's a curiosity. It's a question. You then have a theory. You hypothesize. If I do this, then this will happen. So if I take a leap of faith in my career and in my life, then this will happen. And then you go out in the world and you collect data. You collect people. You collect experiences. You collect, research, learning, knowledge. And then you come back to yourself. And this is where the inner scientist does some maybe inner work of, okay, I went out into the world. I looked at some people, experiences, opportunities. I collected all of that. And now I want to spend some time really having thoughtful consideration of what I collected. And then I want to use discernment of what I want to keep and what I want to take out. And then we go back to the drawing board and then say, maybe I want to tweak that hypothesis. Maybe I want to have a new question. And then we go back out into the world and we do it again. So it's kind of interesting to think about life and yourself in this experiment and that you're a scientist. Because often we don't really see a lot of overlap. We're starting to, but we don't see a lot of overlap with science and the scientific way of thinking, and also a sense of spirituality with like digging deeper into the meaning of life, into your purpose, into your energy. But there's so much overlap. And even if you're not someone who wants to, say I'm a spiritual person or I'm on a spiritual path, I believe we're all kind of on at least a scientific path. And there's a lot of the same values in science that you also see in spirituality. There's curiosity. There's humility, because in spirituality, you have to be pretty humble because you're going to be facing some deep inner work and shadows. You're going to say, these are things I want to work on. This is what I need to do to go back to the drawing board and start again and start again. And so there are those values in both science and spirituality, but we all can embrace that life is not static. It's not really linear. We want it to be because in our human ego, And, in our mammalian brain, it's so much easier to have a sense of control, all of those things. But our soul, our spirit, desires us to be this scientist and living life as an experiment. So just a thought that I've had about embracing life in this way. It doesn't make it any less difficult or emotional, but it can help you relinquish some control and some idea of, finite boxes that we put ourselves in, that we put other people in, that we put our perspective in the world, and just dropping all of that, dropping timelines, dropping expectations, and just saying, I'm just going to be in flow, as much as I can, and see where life is taking me. And that doesn't take away the fear and the heartache, the frustration. But if I keep coming back to life as an experiment, failure is a good thing because it allows you to practice. It allows you to be humble. It allows you to grow. Then all of it, every single part of you, every single identity that makes you who you are, every experience that you have, it all matters and it's all purposeful. So enjoy the experiment. Keep asking questions. Keep collecting data. Use discernment, but with curiosity. And